Hey everyone, this is Corey with Stafford ZDC, and today we're talking about this guy right here. This is the American Blade Works Model 1 Wharncliffe. Giving this cinematic mode a try again, up the video quality just a touch with the focus. Hopefully it's not too distracting, and hopefully it works pretty well throughout this. I don't know why I did that with my eyes. But the American Blade Works Model 1, which, come on, there we go. This is in Ultem here. You can see the scales, obviously completely translucent. You can also see how this fits my hand, being a large-sized glove wearer, large, approaching extra large. Just enough room to choke up on there. And, just enough room for my hand, I should say. And then you have the area to choke up on, give you a nice full grip on this. Now, something that this knife has on it, which is kind of cool, is you can still see some of the mill lines on the blade, which is a nice little touch. You can see it's still dirty too. Sorry I didn't clean this before filming the video. But those lines aren't lines you can feel. You do just kind of see them on the blade, which is cool. And this is also in Magna Cut, which that's definitely not gonna focus enough. But you can kind of see it there. Hopefully it's not backwards when this video is done processing, but it's backwards right now for me. But yeah, Magna Cut, USA made, flipper knives. You're really gonna be flipper only on these guys. You can kind of reverse flick this version here with the Wharncliffe blade, though I'm not sure you can do it with the drop point, which is their other. You can see it's tough. I'm trying to do it left-handed, not very easy, but it is possible. You can also kind of get in with your thumb and get it out, but I almost kind of want to use my thumb and my middle finger to get that guy out from the detent. And this is on washers, I believe. You can see it's not super drop shutty. No, I lied. This is on bearings. I can see the bearings in there. Thought this was on washers because of this action. Kind of doesn't want to shut on its own, like a lot of bearing knives do. So, feels a lot like a washer type knife on the close. But if you press that lock bar, it will drop down, and then you can shut it the rest of the way, just with your hand, without too much of a problem there. Now, in terms of carry, use, and cutting, which is obviously the biggest deal with any knife, this carries just fine. The pocket clip is nothing really to write home about. You have this titanium milled clip here that is not super deep carry or anything. And in fact, I feel like quite a bit of knife sticks out of your pocket. You're looking at about that much knife. Come on, you can do it. There, come on, almost. There we go. All right, it keeps going in and out. But we get about that much knife sticking out of the pocket. And just due to the shape, it's quite a bit of material to be hanging out of the pocket, which I'm not a huge fan of. Just happens to be that way between the blade shape and the way that this handle terminates. Right at the end there, you can see the kind of bulbous shape that it has. Sorry, my phone's saying low power. But, so in the pocket, it's okay. Had better knives carry in the past, but it's fine. I prefer it be a little bit deeper, no big deal. Deployment, you have absolute money detent from that flipper. And like I said, the ergos are pretty good on this, and in use, they're just fine. What you do have here is a nice flat grind that is almost a full flat grind. This goes all the way up to where he says Magna Cut is really the only flat. And then from this point forward, there is no flat of the blade. You just have a distal taper due to that flat grind. Now, being a little closer to the camera seems to be helping with this. So maybe we'll try and do that. But yeah, this guy cuts fairly well. The full flat grind, or basically full flat grind, feels nice in hand when cutting. Not a whole lot of resistance. It does have its drawbacks. Just being that you're coming from fairly thick blade stock, you're looking at about 1/8 of an inch. And without that flat grind being as tall as it can be, you do get a little bit of hang up at the back end of this, but nothing too bad. So it's not bad to use. It could be a little better in my opinion. And I've had a Model 1 in the past. I owned it for probably a day before selling it. It was advertised not by American Blade Works, but by so many people as the flipper version of the TRM Atom. And I would say the Atom is a much slicier knife. Thumb stud, obviously, not a flipper like this guy. But, you know, it's a different kind of a beast than that. So if you hear that comparison, kind of, I don't know how you feel about it. Similar handle shape maybe, but this has a forward choil. It's a flipper. This comes in 2 blade shapes. There's a lot of big differences going on, and I apologize if you hear the rain. It's been pouring for like 3 days now here in PA. So apologize if you can hear that hitting the roof, or you're on a window right now, so might be hearing it from behind you. Hopefully not. There's no rain hitting the window. But nevertheless, the Model 1 here in the Wharncliffe, I just reviewed the Model 2 recently, which is essentially just the Model 1 Wharncliffe, a slightly different handle shape. This is a good knife. It's a great knife, honestly. For a USA-made knife from a smaller company, these become available in batches. I don't know how regularly they are released, but they do become available here and there on American Blade Works website, and they are available in multiple different handle materials. I believe they are using just Magna Cut now, not any other steel, but they did use 20 CV in the past, and they do make a really good knife there. So despite the things that I don't like about it, like the pocket clip and the slightly thick blade stock, it's not a bad knife by any means, and I think a lot of people would really enjoy these. You know, action could be a little bit more drop shut, but I didn't tune this or anything. This is a pass-around knife. It could just be dirty in there. This is just my experience with this very particular model and this exact knife. Can't speak for the brand as a whole, but from what I've experienced from them in the past and this time, as well as the Model 2 recently, they make a great product. And if you're looking for a USA-made knife with a good detent, you can see I slipped off a few times there, the American Blade Works Model 1 or Model 2 for that matter would be a good option for you. And if you like Ultem, which I'm learning quickly that I don't, then they have it available as well. So I'm going to leave it there. That's 7.5 minutes, a little long for me. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy the video, and let me know your thoughts on this guy down below. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.